The festive season ushers in a time of feasting with various tasty sugary delights. Today we tempt your taste buds with a savory Lagan treat prepared by Thigam Nathu.
Namaste. Today we're going to be making Lagan. Now you get many types of Lagan, and you get a methi Lagan, you get a mealy Lagan. Basically you can even make a vegetable Lagan. All it is Lagan is a type of a cake. It is a type of a savory cake. The one we're making today is the mealy Lagan. And what I've done here is I've taken the frozen sweet corn and I've blitzed it in the blender with a little bit of buttermilk. If you don't have this, you can use a can of sweet corn.
This Lagan you will need 1 can sweet corn, a half cup buttermilk, chopped dhania, 2 cups cake flour, a handful of til, chopped chilies, 2 teaspoons each of jeera powder, dhania powder, turmeric powder and salt, a half cup butter softened at room temperature.
So what I'm going to do first is to sieve my flour. You can use self-raising flour or you can use cake flour with baking powder. I've got cake flour and baking powder. And I'm going to give that a good sieve. To this now, I'm going to add the rest of the dry ingredients. The first being my spices. And I've got here some turmeric powder, dhania powder, jeera powder, and salt. Here are our chilies, which are chopped. As I said earlier, I do not want them finely chopped. To this, I'm going to add our sweet corn. Remember I said you can use frozen corn, which has been blitzed in the blender with a little bit of the buttermilk or water. Or you could use canned creamed corn from a can. You could even use a fresh mealies which have been grated. Now I'm going to add my butter, which has been melted. The beauty of this dish is that everything goes in one dish. There's no pre-mixing or, where you normally cream the butter and sugar first and so on. Nothing of that. Everything goes in the dish at the same time. We're going to add the dhania, chopped dhania to this. What I've done is I've taken a very basic Lagan recipe and I've adapted it to suit my taste and my family's taste. You can see that I'm now starting to blend everything together. We've got here 3/4 cups of buttermilk. And again, with this recipe, I have adapted it because the original recipe asked for eggs. But because we most of the time fasting or, where you can't really use eggs, I found that buttermilk is an ideal substitute. You still get a nice light product because that's what the eggs actually add to it, is lightness to the dish. You don't want a very watery mixture. You want your mixture to be a firm batter, almost like a muffin mixture. You don't actually mix, you've got to do a cut and fold stirring to it. And the reason for that is that if you just mix just in a circular motion, you won't get all the little bits of flour that's underneath the bowl. And we want it to be well incorporated. And that is why I am doing this cutting mixture, as you can see. This is now going to be placed into an oven-proof dish, and I am going to put that into my oven. Your oven should be in 180 degrees and you should use the middle shelf. I'm going to sprinkle some sesame seeds on the top so that when it bakes, the sesame seeds will get nice and golden brown. This is now ready to go into our oven. Going to check our mealy Lagan to see if it is cooked. And what do you know? It is cooked.
Thigam uses a knife to separate the lagan from the baking tray and then flips it over onto a baking rack.
There we go. And this in turn, now we will put onto a plate. Now that we've got the underneath, I can place it on my hand first. So that is our lagan. I'm now going to slice it. You can slice it into squares, you can slice it into fingers, whatever you wish to do.